Hey, Joe here from Home Studio Corner, talking about the Presonus StudioLive 24. One of the great things about recording in a big studio with a big old honking console is most of them have these really nice meter bridges. Kind of along the top of the console itself, you could see the meters of everything that you're recording. They're big and they're usually bright and lit up, and you could see them from across the room and know kind of what's happening. It just looks cool. One of the things I loved about the original StudioLive that I had years ago is it had that. It had all the meters across the top. You could hit a certain button and you had these nice big meters for every channel, all 24 channels on the board. So if you're doing a big tracking session, you could see the levels of everything, so you could quickly see if anything's clipping. So they don't have that with the latest version of the StudioLive. This is the Series 3. They do have meters. So, for example, on the individual channels themselves, you got this cute little 3-light meter. So that shows you that there's like the presence of signal. The red light does light up, but I'm not sure that means clipping. And if we select this channel, we've got a nice meter here, but it only shows us the selected channel, so I can't see everything that's being recorded, and obviously we got nice meters for our main output. But the problem is, on the board itself, there's no way to see nice big meters for every channel. But there's a solution that you may not know about, and you already have it in your system. So if your system is anything like mine, this universal control app is always on. And I almost never use it, but it's pretty handy, especially for what I'm talking about today. So if we just click on it, it opens up, and this may be a view that you're familiar with. I'll use this view for troubleshooting things, for kind of getting a bigger picture of what's happening on my system, or maybe even for coming in and renaming channels where I can type it in on my computer keyboard instead of having to hunt and peck on the touchscreen keyboard on the mixer itself. But as you can see, you can do everything from here. It's not really useful when you've got an actual mixer sitting in front of you, but you can. Now, what you may not know, and this to me is super cool, if you come up here to the top right and you click on this little gear looking, whoa, this gear thing right there. If you click on that, it takes you back out into this kind of overview page. And we've got this section here called Device Mode. Normally it defaults, I think, to Mixer Mode. You've got a lot of settings you can mess with here. But what happens when you click on Meter? Check it out. Boom! We've got meters for every single stinking channel on the board. All the inputs are on these top 2 rows, including the effects inputs, tape inputs, everything. And then the outputs are also listed. So if you've got, this is my main mix, this is one of my sub mixes that's going out to record this video and audio, and these are all my other aux outputs, and then all my inputs are available. So you can see this is the channel that I'm speaking into right now. I can mute it. I can unmute it. Like, you can do all that from here. This is a great thing to have, especially if you're like in the middle of a session and you don't really need to see your DAW. Maybe you just want to see the meters while you're setting levels and getting everything set up. And this might be a great way to do that. Also, while you're recording, the way Studio One handles meters can be a little tricky to where you don't see it as clearly as you'd like, depending if you're recording or not, and you just want to have a spot where you can always see the meters. This is your answer. Now, I've got just a single screen on my system, so if you wanted to have it off in a corner, maybe you're just using the first 20 or so inputs, you could bring it down like this, and then bring your Studio One window up to let that kind of hang out the bottom of the screen. If you've got multiple monitors, then you're set. You can just set this sucker to full screen on one of your monitors, and you've just got it there all the time. Super cool, super handy. Not for everybody, but it's nice to know that it's there. That's it for me. If you want to see more videos on the StudioLive, just check out the playlist that this video is on. Lots of cool stuff there. Thanks for watching. See ya.